Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you can click the subscribe button and stay for a while. I upload 3 times a week. Get ready with me, so shop my stash, trying on new makeup. If it's beauty or makeup related, I will be posting it. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you more than you know. There is construction, and I keep saying it because some days they are just louder than others, and today is one of the days where they're pretty loud. But yeah, construction right in front of me. I have a pretty big window and a creek that they're trying to pipe. So that's what that is. All right, as you could tell, of course, from the title of the video, today we are going to talk about my top 3 setting powders. Now, my under eyes require something different when it comes to setting them from the rest of my face. So I have my top 3 setting powders for my under eyes and my top 3 setting powders for the rest of my face. These are the ones that I'm currently absolutely loving. 6 months from now, that could totally change. So it's as of right now, this moment as I'm filming. Okay, so if you want to hear what those powders are, then just go ahead and keep on watching. All right, my lovelies, I am back. Hair is pulled back. Let me tell you what I have as far as makeup goes before we go into my current favorite setting powders. Well, my top 3 current favorite setting powders. Maybelline Multi-Use Stick in shade 40, Surratt Dewdrop Concealer in shade number 6, e.l.f. Liquid Contour in 4 Light Medium, and the Rare Beauty Liquid Contour in shade Mellow. It's a tiny bit more of a neutral bronzing shade on my skin tone. I think I probably got this the wrong tone, but I used that as my liquid bronzer, and the CoverGirl Balm Blush Stick. Forget the name, but it's the pretty like nude pinky tone. And now we can talk about my current top 3 favorite setting powders for my under eyes. That's the next step that I take as far as my makeup goes. All right, so the 3rd place I am ranking them is going to go to the One Size powder. I think it's just the loose setting powder in Ultra Pink. I actually got a sample, like this is a little mini sample. And I had tried the original, but did not like it, thought it was really drying. Well, this one, should I use these 2? I think I'll use the ones that are ranked at number 2 and number 1 instead of this one. But I do enjoy this. Does not look drying at all under my eyes. It sets them down beautifully. They stay put all day. Minimal creasing, like the normal creasing that I do get. And they just look so good. I don't know if the formula was reformulated or what. Maybe the fact that it's the pink one, that's why I'm enjoying it a tiny bit more. But this is a really good powder for my under eyes and I have been loving it. All of these powders that I'm mentioning, they're pretty much the ones that I pick up mostly off of camera, but I've also been the ones that I've been rotating and using for applying my makeup on camera as well. So ranked at number 3 is going to be the One Size Loose Setting Powder in Ultra Pink. Okay, coming in at number 2, and some of you might know already, but let me set my under eyes with a little bit of setting spray before I go in with the powder. This one, I believe it was launched last year. I just don't remember when. I could be wrong, but I tried this out for the first time when I purchased some products from by Terry. This is the Hyaluronic Pressed Hydra Powder. I believe they only have the translucent shade. Here it is. It's just so finely milled. It's so soft. It literally disappears onto my skin. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to use my puff and I'll use this for one side. Yeah, this powder stays put all day, leaves my under eyes looking so soft, so smooth, and I do not have to use a ton of it. Also because it's so finely milled, it's like literally almost like air. That's how soft and thin it is. And believe it or not, the one that came in place number 1, that ranked at number 1, is even more soft and more thin and more finely milled than this one. You see that? My under eyes just look so smooth, soft. Oh, I love this powder. It is so good. By Terry is becoming a new brand that I'm like intrigued by everything that they have, and I'm looking forward to future launches. So coming in at number 2, the By Terry Hyaluronic Pressed Hydra Powder. Okay, now coming in at number 1, and if you watch all of the videos that I post, then you probably already know, and it's the Dolce & Gabbana. This is the Fake Skin Perfector Shine Control Blurring Powder. They only have one shade, although here it does say 00 Universal as the shade. It's a translucent shade. I don't know if this works for tan or deep complexions, but even when you dip your finger in here, like I really dug into this, and look at that. It is just so soft. I don't think it has any sort of sheen to it, but because of how hydrating it is, now that I'm swatching it on the back of my hand, it almost looks like it has a very slight sheen, but it's just because that's how hydrating this is. I love this. It is so good. What is my favorite one? The Makeup Forever Pressed Translucent Powder. This has taken its place for sure. The Huda Beauty is also a good one, and that one almost made it to number 3, but I honestly haven't really picked it up. So I decided it just wouldn't be true if I put it in here. I don't need a lot, and I usually take off the excess anyways, but this keeps my under eyes looking so good. And like I mentioned, it's even more finely milled than the By Terry. I have used it for setting the whole face, but I would say it's more of a finishing powder than a setting powder for my skin type, because it doesn't hold my oils at bay, especially not during summer. So for me, it became an under eye powder. Beautiful. My under eyes look so good, and they're gonna look good all day. Okay, so coming in at number 1, the Dolce & Gabbana Fix Skin Perfector Shine Control Blurring Powder. All right, now we're gonna move on to my top 3 current favorite setting powders for my face. Coming in at number 3 is going to be a recent launch, but honestly, every single time I have used it, it wows me, and that is the e.l.f., and I keep reaching for it, Halo Glow Powder Filter Pressed Powder. I do have the shade Fair Neutral Cool. I wouldn't say that it looks cool tone on me. It does pack a tiny bit of pigment, so I go very lightly with this, but the amount of powder that I go in with is perfect. It works beautifully, and it's just, I want to say it's one of the best drugstore powders I have personally tried. I am going to use all 3 today and see how that goes. This is just like a fluffy powder brush I got off of Amazon a really long time ago, and I just pick up a tiny bit, tap the excess, and then just tap it in. It blurs and mattifies. It leaves my skin looking so soft. Honestly, e.l.f. did amazing with this. Yeah, so pretty. I use it lightly because, like I said, it does have a tiny bit of pigment, but for the price, how much did I pay for it? Was it $11? I don't know, but so good. It's coming in at number 3, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder Filter Pressed Powder. Okay, now coming in at number 2. I think a lot of you might know that this is coming, but it's from Melt Cosmetics. It is the Translucent Loose Setting Powder. She's Alive, I believe, is the shade. They only came out with one. I'm hoping this means that there was a trial to see if people enjoyed the powder, and more shades are coming in permanent packaging. Crossing my fingers, because I believe this is no longer available on the website, so I'm sorry. This powder actually surprised me. 1, it keeps my oils at bay. Now, I would have to use it in the summer because this came out around Halloween, I think. I'll need to use it in the summer to see if it also keeps my oils at bay. But right now, oh, it's so pretty, and it keeps my foundation looking amazing, and I do mean amazing all day. It's blurring, it's just, I'm pretty sure, who did I hear? Was it Stephanie from Babs Beauty? I think I've heard Stephanie from Babs Beauty saying she really likes it as well. And Nikki LaRose. So good. Melt Cosmetics did so amazing with this. And I do mean so amazing. I'm a little sad that it's no longer available, but I'm hoping and praying and crossing my fingers that it just means this was kind of a little bit of a trial to see if people enjoy it, and they're going to give us more shades soon. Or at least bring it back in permanent packaging and not Halloween special packaging. But yeah, coming in at number 3, the Melt Cosmetics Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Okay, coming in at number 1, pretty sure you already know. You already know. If you guessed RMS, you are correct. The RMS Hydra Setting Powder. I have the shade Light. They do have these in 3 different tones. I typically always go for 1 tone lighter than what I belong to. I'm light medium pretty much throughout the year. So I want to say the middle tone is the one that would probably correspond to me. But the reason I always get a lighter shade is because 1, I use it very lightly, and 2, sometimes the ones that belong to my skin tone category can darken up my foundation. So I'd rather get a little bit of a lighter one because then I don't risk darkening up my foundation. This RMS powder has not failed me once with any of the foundations that I have used this with. It seems like it works 100% of the times with every foundation. The Melt Cosmetics, there are certain ones, like certain foundations, that it will not keep my oils completely at bay. Same with the e.l.f. But this RMS one, it seems like it doesn't matter which foundation I use. It's going to keep everything looking fabulous all day long. So it works with every single foundation I have put it to the test with, which is absolutely amazing. It leaves my skin looking so soft, blurred, just natural. I love this. Absolutely love this, and I will 100% repurchase when I'm done with this powder. Tanya B. Wells is the one that kind of pushed me to purchasing it. I was already looking into purchasing it, I just wasn't sure. So when I saw Tanya B. Wells say that she really liked it, she got it in PR. I purchased this myself. And the fact that RMS is now available at Ulta, which is absolutely amazing. I love that. Okay, so coming in at number 1, the RMS Hydra Setting Powder. Let me go ahead, finish off the rest of my face, come back, and we can end this video. All right, my lovelies, I am back, and I feel like my skin looks so good. It looks perfected, but still my skin natural. Let me tell you what else I went into. For eyebrows, I used my Melt Cosmetics brow pencil Got to Be brow gel. For powder bronzer, I used my Hourglass highlighting and bronzer palette. Just mixed the 2 bronzers in the palette, and then I also mixed the 2 highlighters and used that as my highlighter, as well as the finishing powder to give myself a pretty little soft glow. No mascara. And then for the lips, I just have on one of the Teddy tints from, is it Maybelline? Yeah, Maybelline. And this is in the shade Current Mood. Just kind of smudged it because I am going to film another video after this. And I think that's everything that I went into. Oh, blushes. I used the What's Up Beauty Baked Pressed Powder Blush. Serene Sienna, I think is the shade. And then I mixed a tiny bit of the Chanel highlighter and blush duo. I think Berry. The Berry tone one. I don't think that's available anymore. Yeah, here's the makeup, and I think my skin looks absolutely fabulous, and these products speak for themselves as to why they made it to my top 3. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope you enjoyed hearing what my top 3 under eye setting powders and face powders are. I would love to know what are your current favorite ones or favorite one. And also let me know if you've tried any of the ones that I mentioned down below in the comments section. I love talking to you all. I love and appreciate every single one of you. You all have no idea. All the comments, all the likes. If you use my links to shop, it truly all does mean the world to me. With that being said, do not forget to give the video a big old thumbs up. And also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye!